Hello, hello, visionary entrepreneurs. How are you? Welcome back to our abundance reading. Let me get to our Zoom to YouTube as well. And today is our day 149. Can you imagine that? Hello, already visionary entrepreneurs. Let's get onto the YouTube channel and get it down. Just one moment. One moment and get back to you, okay? And putting this video live streamed on our YouTube channel, on our playlist. Otherwise, it would not show up, right? It's very interesting. So here, let's get back to our book. Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. This one is really teaching you how to, this is the underground playbook for creating a mass movement of people who will pay for you otherwise. And today we're getting into the section 3. Actually, section 4. First 3 sections is like they have many secrets, totally 22 secrets. Section 1 is creating a mass movement. Section 2 is creating belief. Section 3 is about your moral obligation. So it's from movement, like your leadership style, and to creating a belief. And then it's like everything is like under psychology and the strategies. And the moral obligations totally about the sales, how to use a perfect webinar to converting. And now the final session 4 is about the funnels. And there are, let me see, there are 5 secrets from different models of funnels. So today, let's get into section 4, the funnels. As we move into section 4, let's look at how far you've come. You've started your own mass movement by identifying your attractive character, creating your future-based course, and creating your new opportunity. You've learned how to create belief by telling stories the right way. You've built out a sales presentation that tells your stories in a way that will create intense desire for people to buy into your new opportunity. And you've learned to create a track that will cause them to take action. You learned to create a stack that will cause them to take action. So Russ is similar like me, would like to summarize the previous what we've already learned, and then we'll move on to the next one, right? The next step is getting the right people to come into a selling environment where you can deliver your message and encourage people to follow you into your new opportunity. You do that by creating sales funnels using a software tool called a ClickFunnels, and then filling those funnels with qualified prospects. That's what this next section is all about. It's a fuel for your fire. When you master this piece, you will have a constant stream of people to share your message with. A constant stream of people. That's exactly what I feel like. Constant stream of people. Okay, that's like not in other words, if in the marketing sales words, it's like a constant stream of needs or constant flow, people like to say flow or stream of your ideal audience. Now let's get to secret number 16, the perfect webinar model. So we just shared about the perfect webinar presentation. Now let's get to a funnel. Because you need a funnel to really get people in your needs, right? And then you can do the webinar to them. For those who have been in this information business for a while, this next section will be counterintuitive. You will fight me on it because in the past, you've made money by creating an offer, sending it to your audience, then creating another product the next month to sell to those same people. When I tell you that you need to do the exact same webinar every week for the next 12 months, with challenge to me now. Exact same webinar every week for the next 12 months minimum. You're going to think I'm crazy. Okay, Russell, here is me. I'm taking your challenge, okay? Because this is exactly what I want to do, because before I already tried every week and maybe different different workshop, a webinar, like they are aligned, but there are different offers. So here Russell wants us to focus exact same webinar every week for the next 12 months. I take that because I exactly want to focus on the launching one, the masterclass, And so that's why we learned the previous like secrets, right? That's where I want to improve my presentation. And also now this is about the funnel. You're good. Yes, yet this model took my company from $0 to $10 million, $10 million within 12 months, and then to 30 millions just 12 months later. That's why his suggestion, exact same webinar every week for the next 12 months. Okay, for the first 10 years of my business, I focused on building a culture of people who loved what I did. Then I stopped bringing in new people. I had my following, and I would sell them something new each month. A percentage of people would buy, and the rest would say no. The only way I could make more money the following months was to create a new product and sell it to the same list of people. So we did create a new product, launch it, get paid, then start all over again for the next month. This is how most experts run their business these days, right? Keep creating new products. That's like a previous I was been doing, like every week, provide a new offer because I want diversity. And now let's see what's Russell's suggestion. For me, this was a horrible cycle, which forced me to create new things every month. Just like I heard some entrepreneurs say that every month you need to create, even every week they are creating new need magnets. I had no leverage, and my company always maxed out at about $1 to $3 million a year. Then one day I had a chance to talk to one of my friends, Mary Ellen Treby. He really has some good friends, right? Successful ones. Mary Ellen has a unique ability to take companies that are doing well and quickly scale them to much higher profitability. One of her successes was with a company called Waste Research. She took them from $11 million in sales to $67 million in just 12 months. She had similar results with several other companies. I asked her to share her secret. How could she possibly grow a company that fast? She said, internet marketers like you are so smart and do dumb at the same time. That is me now. I feel like I am smart, but I'm doing dumb things because it's not making good money there. I was a little shocked, but she had my interest. What do you mean? She went on to say that what we do each month is the equivalent of creating a Broadway show. I'm doing the Broadway show now. You hire the best screenwriters in the world. You hire the best actors. You practice for months. Then you open the show in downtown Boise, Idaho, because that's where you happen to live, and you spend a month promoting it. You open the show to a sold out crowd. And they give you a standing ovation. That night, after the show is done, you pull everything down and start writing your next play to open next month in the same auditorium in Boise. Ooh, that is how do you say that? It's a metaphor, or is it an analogy? Analogy, right? Gosh, this is super. That's right. It's like creating a Broadway show. That's what I'm doing. Like, for example, every month, it's like you do the things again, and next month, actually, I did not exactly like this way. At least every month, like I have some things to repeat, but it's just like I do everything once a month instead of once a week. I kind of laughed nervously, then asked, okay, she did it right? She said right. Pinto point. Okay, then what should I be doing? What would you do differently? I take companies like yours that have an show, that have an awesome show in Boise. I take them on the road. I take the show to Chicago, to New York, to LA, and I keep running it until it stops making money. Oh my God, this is exactly like what, let me see, one of my previous mentors. What's her name? Let me think about her. It's out of my mind. And it's not just a flip in my mind. But she told me, I will get that name later. She changed her show. She learned that from her father. Playing all those kind of shows, and just keep changing your audience, but do not change your show. Because if you keep like that Broadway show, if you keep changing show every month, right? You have to do all the things from scratch. Write a script, I have pair actors, actress, and do all these directing things and get all the hard work together. Actually, she's not fully right because Broadway show actually, as I know, Broadway show. So, but the point here is just like do not do like short term. You use all these efforts, right? Resources, create something for the short term, and then you keep creating new products, right? So her point is like, so we get a point. It makes sense, right? It's like take the show. It's just like the same show, awesome show. To Chicago, to New York, to LA, to keep running at a different locations, different audiences till it stops making money. Okay, I realized then and there what I was doing wrong. It's actually a mistake I'm making too. I needed to learn how to take my show on the road. What they call people say road show, right? That's why people say road show. The same show, you just go on the road, take your show on the road. In other words, learn how to drive more traffic to the same webinar every week. That's true. Learn how to drive more traffic to the same webinar every week. This is exactly what I need to learn as well. After I understood that principle, I sketched out a model and told my team I was going to stick to this model for the next 12 months. That is what it looked like, the model. So Monday to Sunday, okay, the 7 days. The Monday, Tuesday, let me show you. So funny. Okay, it's kind of a illustration. Okay, from here, promote, like Monday to Wednesday, promote. And then the next one, Thursday is live webinar. Oh, it's exactly, now I have my live webinar as well, but it's just like every week I change. So now I need to keep doing this every week. And Friday is replay. Okay, Friday replay. And Saturday, Sunday, urgency, scarcity, sell the offer, right? And get people like a door closed by the end of the Sunday. I'm using a similar model, but I'm just not doing the same webinar every week. Okay, I repeat that every month. So I still need more frequency and the less distraction. This model is based on a live event schedule. Okay, let me put the mark here. This is genius. Okay, this is the missing parcel. My favorite day to do webinars is Thursday. Me too, because then I have adequate time to promote it during the week. Yeah, you need at least 3 days to promote. I start my promotions on Monday and keep pushing hard until Thursday before the webinar. So that's totally like 4 days before the webinar. Okay, the live webinars on Thursday, and you can do promotion till Thursday. I send emails. I drive Facebook ads. Okay, emails, Facebook ads. I'm now not a Facebook ads, but I do organic. So I could do the Facebook posts on my personal, like a personal line, you say that, profile line, timeline, and then in those groups, work with a joint venture partner. That's where I need more joint venture partners and a whole bunch of other activities that drive traffic to my sign up page. Whatever I can do to get people onto this live event, I do. Okay. So that's all like about drive the traffic. When the webinar starts, I stop all promotion because the rest of the week is about converting those prospects into buyers. Okay. The rest of the week is about converting those prospects into buyers. Okay. So from like later, once you start a live webinar, okay, the later Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's all converting. Okay. So the first, it's just like the Thursday is just like you can use half day, right? So we can see the first half, 4 days, you can see that 3.5 days is for promotion. Another 3.5 days is for converting. Totally makes sense to me because I'm using some similar model, but it's just not so frequently and a little bit diluted by other offers. So let's see. Okay. Every market is different, but I like to spend only $3 to $5 per webinar registrant. Okay, that's his budget for Facebook advertisement. If the costs are getting above that, then my landing page isn't right. My message isn't interesting. Okay, here's it. This is a great, let's say, reference. Okay, that's on Facebook ads. Now you know, around $3 to $5 per per, let's say, per lead. And that's a good sign. Otherwise, either it's like landing page is not working so well, or the message is not interesting. I'm talking to the wrong people, or something else is off. That's where then later they have the funnel audit. As your costs climb higher into the $7 to $8 range, it becomes challenging to stay profitable on the front end. That's true. Even though he has a front end to make some money, right? That's about $7 to $8 per head lead. That's quite high. Here are my personal goals for this funnel each week. Your goals may be different, but this will give you an idea what to shoot for. Love this. It's a good reference. If you want to do advertisement, this is good reference. Okay. $3 per registrant to 1,000 registrants per week. That's $3,000 of ads spent. Okay. Then 25% of show up rate. That means like 250 people. I love this data. And then next one is the 10% close rate. That means like from the 250 people who showed up. Let's say, okay, who showed up, there's 10% close rate. That's 25 people. Every people around the like $1,000 offer, that's totally $25,000 sales, okay? And double sales and follow-up replace. You have a follow-up replace and double sales, that's additional 25,000, okay? So together, totally, let's put together, that's 50,000, okay? From live to the replay. That's a target we could shoot on. Okay, with that formula, I'm putting $3,000 a week into ads and I'm making back $50,000 a week in sales. That's a great ROI, right? While adding 1,000 new people to my list. That's perfect, actually. Those are the goals each week. That's for his goals. Okay, this is goals. Some weeks we don't get the full 1,000 registered. Other times we'll get 2,500 people or more. But setting that as a goal, doing a webinar every week, yes, the same webinar over and over again, is a recipe for new consistent needs and cash flow into your company. New consistent needs and cash flow. Wow, okay. So here we get the targets as well. So each week I do a live webinar, sending people on my new opportunity. Let me see how many pages this one is. So we definitely need 2 days, okay. I spend Monday through Thursday morning promoting that webinar to get as many people as possible to show up on Thursday night. I present the webinar live on Thursday night. Oh, he's doing that as Thursday night. I don't want to do it afternoon. Okay, make my special offer. Then I should replace on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so replace for 3 days. Let me mark that. So 3 days. Replace is not just for 1 day. Okay, replace for the to end of the Sunday. And let's see. At midnight Sunday, I take down the offer for those who have registered. So actually he missed something here. Let me put it here. So the live webinar, since the live webinar, you get the offer. So the offer will start since Thursday till Sunday. Okay, replay from Friday to Sunday. And okay, then let's see where I am. At midnight Sunday, I take down the offer for those who had registered. Then I start again on Monday, filling my events for the upcoming Thursday. That's it. That's the whole model. Yes. The next question I get from people when I explain this to them live is, but also inside of ClickFunnels, I can create an automated webinar. Can they just automate this so I don't have to do it live every week? And my answer is yes, eventually, but right now you have to do it live, okay, eventually. So you are perfect in it, okay? I recommend presenting the webinar live a few dozen times at least. So if you're doing each week, that's like 52 weeks, right, a year, at least tons of times before you ever automate it. And here's why. My funnel hacks presentation has made me over $10 million within the first year. The first time I delivered it, I did it at live seminar and was able to close 33% of the people in the room. Not too shabby, right? The next day, as I was leaving the event, one of my attendees who heard the presentation told me she loved it, but since she was a coach and didn't have a supplement to sell, she couldn't use ClickFunnels. I gave her a puzzled look. Okay. This story. All right. Okay. Let me see. Tomorrow I can finish this. Okay, some more. She pointed out that all the examples I had showed were people selling supplements, but she didn't have one. I told her that I used ClickFunnels for my coaching business and showed her a few of my funnels. She got so excited. She ran back into the event and grabbed two of her friends. They all filled out order forms and handed them to me before I left the hotel. I closed the 3 people who hadn't signed up before. This interaction showed that my presentation wasn't perfect. So on my flight home, I tweaked it by adding a few more slides showing different funnels and giving examples of how other industries can use ClickFunnels, right? So every time you can perfect it. The next week, I did the presentation live to about 600 entrepreneurs on a webinar. When it was over, we had sold about $30,000, which wasn't too bad, but I knew it should have been more. I had to deliver the webinar again in a few hours to another group of entrepreneurs. So I tweaked it again. I exported all the questions people had asked, reviewed them, then exchanged my slides based on the questions they had during my presentation. I saw all the spots where I had explained things wrong or didn't give enough detail or flat out missed things people actually wanted. 4 hours later, I delivered this revised presentation to about 500 entrepreneurs, and this time we sold 100,000 key. Wow, $120,000 live. I repeated the same process 60 more times over the next 12 months, doing a live webinar, exporting questions, and adjusting the presentation. It's probably why one of my friends and the conversion experts, Joe Lavery, said this after watching my presentation. Also, he gave that testimonials. Okay, so today actually I have some emergency to go. And I want to end here because this is a perfect story. I want to learn that more tomorrow night about this perfect process. Tomorrow night, I want to do this tomorrow in a day. So we can read more, maybe like a 1 hour. And definitely this is a perfect strategy to use. I'm now is at the right stage for me to get to that level. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much because tonight is very late. It's almost 1 a.m. So we need to go sleep and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, take good care.